Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Orlando Raw. Okay, so this is a channel where I teach you how to cook. This is going to be a very delicious, simple dish. And it's going to be made with spaghetti and tomatoes, but the tomatoes are fresh and they're going to be cold. A lot of people cook the tomatoes in a pan. I like it cold with oil and salt, and this is going to be a very delicious dish and a fast dish and an easy dish. So stay tuned.
Come with me, ecstasy, ecstasy. Come with me, ecstasy, ecstasy.
Okay, so what I need for this is tomatoes. I'm using Datari, which is like dates, the sort of oblong. Got 1 clove of garlic. I need this pasta is linguine. It is a bit squashed, okay, flat. It's like a flat spaghetti. I need a lot of cheese, so I'm going to grate all of this. I need my olive oil and I need my salt, so let's get into it. First things first, throw in your linguine in your boiling water. Grab your garlic, cut that in half straight away, and get rid of the middle part, the middle section, which I always explain in all my videos, which is that part there, which is the bitter part, the part that comes up when you eat garlic. So if you get rid of that, you're okay. So I'm going to cut this garlic really fine. Very small. The smallest you can make, okay? Okay, there you go. Okay, and I'm going to cut it as small as I can because I need really small pieces. That is very small, okay? Because it has to taste, you have to taste the garlic, but it's not going to give you a problem. So it's very small. Okay, so next stage, I'm going to grab my tomatoes and cut them up in about 4 because they're small, and the big ones in 6 parts. Okay, so we'll just cut all those up. Okay, so all the juices that are coming on this wooden board, I'm going to just throw them inside the plate after. But I don't want too much water. I want olive oil and salt to make these tomatoes taste good. This is small, so I'm only going to cut in half. The medium ones I'm going to cut in 4. And these real big ones here, I'll cut those 1 and 6 parts here. Okay, so I'm just doing all this and I'll get back to it. Okay, so I cut up all my tomato in very small pieces and I've got my garlic cut in small pieces. So I'm going to grab a nice plate here and I'm going to just bring my tomatoes into the plate. Even the juice will come off the board. Okay. So when you're cutting tomatoes, use a nice blade. And I've got all that in there. There you go. Now, you can also put basil and whatever herbs you like, oregano or something like that. And I usually do it just like this, plain. Okay, so I've got my little garlic inside there. Okay, now I'm going to grab some olive oil and some salt. So I'm going to just grab the salt here. I'm going to put salt on top, quite a bit. Salt there. Okay, nice 2 hands full of salt like that. Okay, and now I'm going to grab my olive oil and put it on top. Look at that. That is beautiful. Just enough. I don't want to drown them. I just cover them all. Okay, that is very good looking. Okay, look at that. Okay, so mix that all up. So the salt pulls out the tomato juices, and that's a nice juice. So the pasta will come out dry, and I'm going to soak it in this juice. Some people like to make it hot, mix it in hot in a pan. I like it cold, and a lot of cheese. So I'm going to grate my cheese. One thing you can do with this, I usually do it tomato and garlic, that's it, like this. salt and oil. That is beautiful. If you want, you can put basil. I'm going to put some oregano today. I've never done it with oregano before. I want to see how it is. So I'm going to sprinkle some oregano. There you go. And I'm going to mix this up. Because oregano goes really good with tomatoes. Anyway, you can't even see it, so that's okay. Now, next step is grab your cheese, and the camera's going to shake, so I'm going to grate this up and we'll get back to you. Okay, so I drained out my pasta and it's got hardly any water, just a bit. I don't want it 100% dry. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my tomatoes and I'm going to just, if some fall in, I don't care. I'm just putting the juice at the moment, okay? So put in the juice and I'm going to mix that up. Okay, just fast, so I don't want it to cool down too much. Okay, so I'm going to grab some cheese and put it in, okay, and mix that around. Okay, excellent. Okay, that is done. You have to be fast, otherwise it's going to dry up and it's going to become a brick. So very, very fast. I'm going to pull this out, just mixing it up. Okay, so I pulled out my pasta and I put the fresh tomatoes on top. And I just grate some cheese on top. Okay, so look at that plate. That is beautiful. Okay, so you got cold tomatoes and hot pasta. It's melting the cheese. That is excellent. Let's taste it. Okay, just look at that plate, how beautiful it is. Okay, so just mix it up with your fork a bit. Okay, so just grab your tomatoes, roll your pasta around it, and look at that. That is beautiful. Fresh tomatoes, okay, and hot pasta. That is beautiful. That is the best. That is so fresh. That's excellent for summer. If you don't want a real hot plate, just cook the pasta. That'll melt the cheese. And you got your tomatoes, which are really fresh, which they get a bit of heat of the pasta while they're in the plate. So it's not that they are cold, okay? So you just grab those like that. That's a big fork, Orlando Raw. That is amazing. That is what you need to make for summer. Orlando Raw. Okay, so I had the pleasure in Australia while I was growing up and I was young to go pick tomatoes at a tomato farm. Okay? People that cultivate tomatoes didn't have time to go cooking. Okay, they just put on the boiling water, throw in the pasta, and they were so proud of their tomatoes, they wanted you to taste it. So they just cut it up fresh. And these people were from south of Italy, like Calabria or Sicily. They were in the more south parts of Italy. But in Australia, these guys were great. They had the best tomatoes in Australia, and they were beautiful. And we used to chuck in our pasta, just cut the tomatoes fresh, salt and oil, and that's it. I put something else here with a bit of garlic, a bit of oregano, just to give you a bit more taste. If you want, put basil, or if you want just oil and salt, that's it. That is beautiful. Look at that. Look. This is excellence. Thumbs up, guys. Hit the notification button, the bell, so when it rings, every time I put a video, you'll see it. I put videos every day. Orlando Raw, subscribe.